Oops, that's not going to go well for me. Hopes I have my controller plugged in instead of the mouse. I mean, I suppose I could play with mouse and keyboard, but if you think I die a lot as it is, oh boy. It's helpful when an ESPN notification comes in right when I go live, because it reminds me to turn do not disturb on. Or silent mode, I suppose it is. Live on Twitch, live on YouTube, we are all good. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Skyrim. Last time, 192, that feels like too much. It's a sort of jig lag, that's the problem. And I'm going to assume that even if I don't have it with me, I can still get, the letter I'm waiting for. I got a lot of books out of my inventory. There's really no reason it should be in the 160s, but it just keeps going up. In any case, we are going to be continuing on with the Mage's College for the moment. Our next quest, traveling to Mazulft in search of the Synod, I found Paratus Decimius, who helped me learn that the Staff of Magnus is located in Labyrinthian. This information needs to get back to Savos Aaron at the college immediately. So, let's go see him. He, along with everyone else of importance, will be
Thanks again for helping. I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a.
Well, this doesn't look good.
It's like a ward, but who's casting it? On Kano? How?
I don't care what it is.
I remembered almost everything before starting the stream today, but the one thing I forgot was Valium. They're going to be telling me what I need to do next, so I should be able to hear them. Unsurprisingly, I'm going to drop some frames while that's happening, but...
Sit down now! I want to know what he's doing in there.
We need to find out what on Kano
I don't know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
What's going on?
On Kano, he's in there doing something. We don't know what. We're trying to get in now. I will have his head for this, I assure you. Help take this down, will you? We're throwing everything we can at it.
I know where to find the Staff of Magnus.
Now's not the time. We need to put a stop to whatever it is that's going on.
Actually, I think that would be the perfect time.
Dangerous faces in Kano. We need to find out what on Kano is up to. Magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
I'm using fire because they're using ice and lightning. I helped.
What's going on?
And Kano. Stop this at once. I command you.
Don't go near.
I'll go near him if I want. Nothing matters. He wouldn't even let me shout.
Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
I think I'm okay.
Ankano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop
Hello,
him.
Benjamin. Welcome.
I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving.
What happened?
I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
Alright. Not only blown clear out of the building.
I
I'm going to find whoever did this.
Oh, what happened?
Are you all right? What happened in there?
It's Unkano. He's done something with the eye.
By the 9, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead?
Ah, Savos, we hardly knew
There's
ya.
more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ankano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
So now we need to protect Winterhold.
Is he
I can't
dead?
search Savos. That's a shame. I'll try some lightning bolt. No, I'll take the unicorn down there with me. Shellenberg is probably already down there. Yeah, it is. Shellenberg's a beast. So we've got Shadowmere and the unicorn helping me. I'm actually going to mount Shadowmere real quick, just so that's the last horse I was on. I have no business trying to take out the magical anomalies with magic. But I felt like I should use at least one spell on— oh, for fuck's sake, Norton. Kinda busy here. So the magical anomalies don't do much damage to you. They're just ridiculously tanky. Of course, with a two-handed weapon, I'm not doing much damage to them either. But we got Shadowmere, we got the unicorn, we got Mule, and we have more competent mages helping us, so eventually they'll go down. I'm taking a small amount of damage. Two-handed is not 50. They kind of move like ice rays. They have some of the same logic to them. I'll take a moment to heal a little bit. No, don't think that because they're made of magic they're particularly weak to shock. I just like shock magic most. So, from this point forward, you can like do an unlimited amount of quests to find magic anomalies throughout Skyrim and basically do this just by yourself. I try to avoid those as much as possible, to the point where once I have the Staff of Magnus and have used it to complete the college quest line, I put it away and make sure to never do the dialogue option that relates to magical anomalies, because I'm not interested in doing this over and over and over again. It's another breeding quest you can do as many times as you want. It's for me that one happens to be a grand total of 0 times. As of yet, we have taken out 0 magic anomalies between all of us. Because when they get low on health, they move away. And I just started on the next one. Get back here. Here's the old fighting one. I don't know if they're actually resistant to ice particularly, but I'm not sure that Grimcyber's enchantment is helping her much here. I don't think the anomalies heal, so once you get like all of them nearly dead. Oh, one died. There's two. Alright, there's one that's been like idling over here forever. That's three. Thank you, Neil. You can loot them. They have like typically filled souls. Aha! No! Look one hit away. Four down. Bill's working on this one. Let the mages over to the side do their thing. I'll help heal in my bounce. Ah. Power attack. Not that it matters. I've gotten like a whole mess of skill levels during all this. Shadowmir's not doing much to this one. Two-handed will never be truly viable unless I put perks into it, but I'm getting a little bit more damage. I'm not trying to transition to a two-handed play style, it's just necessary for me to do it some, so that I'm still leveling up, as my one-handed is at 100 already. So when I'm fighting things that don't have, you know, a prayer of killing me like the magic anomalies. Okay, that is half down, and now Shadowmir is not fighting one by itself that you can't take out. Hello Dexy, welcome to the stream. We're fighting magic anomalies. No, we're gonna save Winterhold from the magic anomalies, and they're still going to blame us for everything. I mean, it's our fault. I mean, Ankano's fault specifically. Yes, mages are causing the trouble for once. Never mind that we're making sure that no permanent harm falls down. Barely a town left to protect in the first place. Even if I had the magic to cast Paralyzed, I don't think I do. I feel like magic anomalies would not be affected by it. Alright, there's another one down, thanks to Mule. Seven down, and here are the three that the mages Actually, did any mages come down here? They all stayed up there, didn't they? Cowards. Either that or they're flying around dead. I suppose that's possible. Maybe getting on the unicorn and riding down here, maybe skip a trigger that makes them come down here and help. Either that or the game is just having a bug today, like any other day in Skyrim. By the way, I did finally get the letter from the Empire out of my inventory. What I did was I used console commands to set the stage of the Battle of the Champions quest to its final stage, which completes the quest. Even though the journal marked the quest as complete, internally the quest was still coded as going on, which is what was preventing me from removing the letter from the Empire. But once I forced the end of the quest, I was able to remove it from my inventory. There's Mule and 2 mounts fighting. I'm gonna come back up here and see if I can trigger them to come down and help me fight. College guard Arniel Gain, they're looking like they're gonna go fight. But you can't do a whole lot from up here, gents. Cloaked and everything.
I'll kill you! I swear it!
And now I'm stuck behind them.
Boost! Ah!
Well, neither of them fell off the bridge, so it's good enough for me. Alright, there's only 2 left, and they're pretty hurt. Oh, you've got to be kidding.
I'll paint the snow with your blood. You're as good as dead.
Okay, all of the creatures are down, but the dragon decided that would be a great time to attack Winterhold.
Death awaits you.
An ancient dragon, no less. I'll dragon rend it. At least the college guard is finally down here, so I don't have to fight it all by myself. I mean, save for Mule. Mule will help, of course. Now I decided that the college is a good place to land. I finally got everyone down here, and the dragon, after being dragon rended, which is supposed to just tell it to land as close as possible, goes all the way up to the college. You're supposed to land on the road right over there, not up here. fine, I'll meet you up here. Though if he keeps landing on top of the building, there's nothing I can do. I missed. It kind of landed on me. I don't even know where it is. That was bizarre. I think it was trying to grab me, but there wasn't enough room on the bridge. Oh, come on! Protest. I'm taking the fire directly this time. Actually, I have some doubts regarding that. The problem is that every time I dragon run, it flies to the safety of the college. And because of everything that's going on right now, there's no one outside to fight him. Stand behind this. Oh, that didn't work at all. Inside. Maybe if I progress this, someone will go outside. Nope, it's not letting me progress the quest while there's a dragon outside. If I go out there, they'll probably breathe fire immediately. Well, at the very least, the unicorn is back up here. Alright, we have some support. Now, it's not just me. It's almost better to not dragon run. Okay, it's on the ground in the middle of everything. The bad news is that it's primarily interested in me. Mule is grounded. Her health is very low. We've got the unicorn and shadow mirror and additional college guards assisting. Alright, the dragon should not fly anymore at the very least. Girl has even less health left than the dragon. Alright. Dragon dead.
I've never seen such a big...
Ah, I feel better now.
All good meal. So not only did we protect Winterhold from the magic anomalies,
Ah, Winterhold. I've always wanted to
another
visit this
dragon
place.
attack.
The secret's locked inside.
Well, this certainly.
Yeah, especially since most of you didn't do a damn thing. Did we lose any college guards in the fight? Does not appear so. I'm going to wait 1 hour so Mirabelle's back inside where she's supposed to be. Dragon is still dead. Man, I've gotten so far in the quest line in this first half hour.
Well, is everything out there all right?
Winterhold is safe for now.
Wish I could say the same for us. Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the Staff of Magnus, now.
Why me?
I've got to stay here to see if we can get to Onkono and stop this. I need someone I can trust to do it. Besides, you're the one having all of these visions, aren't you?
You really think the staff will help?
You were told to find it, weren't you? If the stories about the staff are true, if it really can absorb a tremendous amount of power, maybe we can break through Onkono's magic.
Then I'm off to Labyrinthian.
What? Are you sure? The staff is there. That can't be a coincidence.
No, I did spell Labyrinthian wrong in the tags. I don't understand. What coincidence?
Savos, before he died. He gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labyrinthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came. I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now. Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Onkono brings the whole college down around us.
So I get the Torque of Labyrinthian and Savos Aron's amulet. The amulet increases my magicka by 50 points. Less than the circlet he gave me, but it's an amulet, so necklace instead of head. And the Torque of Labyrinthian is a miscellaneous item needed to access the dungeon. I do have a bunch of dragon parts on me now, but I'm still gonna just go there. I've been to the outside of Labyrinthian while riding around one day. This is the place that has all the frost trolls outside. I got plenty of common soul gems, so let's get a few of them filled while I'm on my way inside. Assume that I actually find any of the frost trolls. This one over here. Sup, buddy? It's nice to be at a point of the game where frost trolls are just like, oh, hello there, time to die. With 3 of us, a frost troll is just silly. And there should be one more somewhere out here. I'm sure there are 3 Labyrinthian's exterior. This is also an important place.
Took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Hired Thug's missive. Seemed like an easy enough job. Grouse and me's done plenty like it before. Some chinless Breton once bodyguards for tripping into the mountains. Fine. Easy clink for us. He goes on about this twice so I can mask on of this the whole way, of course. Got a pretty good laugh from Grouse, snatched it and put it on her face. Threatened to fire us for that one. Not smart out here on your own. You realize that right fast and shut up about not paying. So we get here, he thumbs through some papers and mutters to himself. It reminded me and Grouse had to cut through 10 stinging trolls just to get him here, without so much as a warning, poof. He's put on that mask and vanished. Could have put my hands on his throat one moment, the next he's not so much as thin air. Well, after a while we didn't know what to do. Grouse picks her gear up to head home. When he poofs back, that mask in his hand, begs us not to leave, says he needs us to wait. This is what he's paying us for. Then puts the mask back on his sorry face and he's gone again. I had seen cloaks to invisibility before, but a few swings of my fists proved he wasn't pulling that one. Nothing there to hit. Shows up again, tells us he just needs more time. Has to figure out something about other masks and vanishes again. That was yesterday, and I'm done with twiddling my thumbs and writing letters to myself. We're leaving come sunrise, and if he shows up again, I promise to Zora I'm putting this dagger through his chest to keep him in one place. We'll pull more loot off him dead than he could have paid alive. Not the mask. That cursed thing can stay and rot with him and the trolls right here. So there's a wooden mask here. And there are spots here for all of it. This is a long and involved quest that will require me going to many, many other dungeons. We're not going to worry about that right now. But I will show you what happens if you put the wooden mask on. The wooden mask comes with an unfamiliar energy. When you put it on here, you are transported to this room. And you can see activate the busts of the various dragon priests. But I don't have any of their masks with me or anything else, so I simply remove the mask and I'm back here. Eventually I will have all the dragon priest masks, but for the time being I do not. I think I have one, maybe one. I did the quest and scroll for Anska. Here's another frost troll. Soul chopper. Let's finish him off with a battle axe. I've actually made a little bit of a mistake. I think having some arrows in this dungeon would behoove me. So I'm going to pop back over to Whiterun and get some more dragon bow and arrows made. Standard kit of 6 sets.
What do you need, my Thane?
I've been killing so many dragons recently, I have no issue with having enough bones to make as many arrows as I want. I just have to take some time to gather up the firewood. So I will take 6 more dragon bones out. Got over 50 of them still after that. And if I'm already inside, I may as well put away all those soul gems I've been filling up. Plus the ones that I picked up, of course. And Savos Aran's amulet is uniquely named, but I have no use for it. I think I'll actually also put the wooden mask here. And confirm that I only have one Dragon Priest mask. I may want to adjust my Word document to include masks. I have Vokun mask class. This file is not a Dragon Priest mask, it's a Daedric mask. Yep, just the one Dragon Priest mask for now. Should I keep Mule with me for Labyrinthian, or should I go it myself?
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
Another dragon. Sets of arrows. So now we got a hefty set at 157. Hello, iShow Speed. Welcome to the stream. Let me get the Falmer and Iron Arrow out of my inventory. Alright, now that I've got plenty of arrows, this has been going okay. We've already had a dragon attack us. So it's at least exciting. If you mean the day before I started streaming, though, fairly quiet.
I remember a customer trying to rob me on the road. When I drew Green Sever, I think the poor man soiled his armor.
Come
A
on,
quote for the
we're
world?
finally here. Let's not waste any more time.
Are we truly sure this is a good idea?
We'll be back at the college before anyone even knows we're gone.
You would care about that, since you're the Archmage's favorite.
Don't forget, this whole idea was Atma's to begin with.
Let's just get inside. See what's in there.
This reminds me of Ralphdar. I was seeing visions. I activate the ceremonial door. It takes the torque. I don't know if I have any quotes. At least not anything that's not, you know, like cliche or common.
I believe we're doing this.
Sure.
And the looks on their faces when we come back.
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things
That's a
guarding
pretty
this
good
place?
quote.
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
There's a spell tome over here for telekinesis. That is a favorite among people looking to level up their alteration. I'll show you how it works. Take for example this linen wrap. You can use telekinesis and hold it up and then shoot it away. It takes up a lot of magic, so if you're going to use that to level up your alteration, you should be using enchantments that reduce the spell cost. But holding the entire time you're holding something, your alteration skill is going up. If you're not using patches, you can pick something up, fast travel to the other side of the world, and your alteration will just shoot up to 100. So there's a lever here, and many enemies on the other side of the store, but most interestingly, a skeletal dragon. It's down before it even detected me. Let's see how many of these skeletons we can take out without being seen. This one is hooded with magic, so you know it's gonna take more hits to take down. Yeah, all of them without being seen. As this is a skeletal dragon, mostly made of bone. Of course, we get lots of bones from it. But since it was already skeletal, we don't get any soul from it or anything. The big disadvantage to fighting skeletons is I can't, you know, get any arrows off their body, but I found a few lying around, so I can't complain too much. This appears to be a dragon burial mound. As far as I'm aware, the only one inside. Did we all not actually come in here with me? The moment I went deaf, the game forces me to do this one alone.
We have to go back. We can't leave Gerduin.
We barely made it out alive.
What's that thing?
You want to go back in?
It's too late. There isn't enough of him left to go back in after.
Gods, what have we done?
We can't go back. Might as well go forward. We can still do this.
Savos is right. We can make it if we just stay alert.
I wonder if I can actually find Gerduin.
I remember Cutpurse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Green
I really
Seven,
only see the
I think the poor man
skeletons
soiled
dead.
his art.
There does appear to be a red dot over here. Maybe not. There's an urn, sure, but yeah, I don't see any signs of a dead mage anywhere. Alright, let's carry on. I trimmed some of the hair on my face before the stream, so it's a little bit itchy. Let's read the etched tablet. Hail all, brave city Brahminar. Forever these walls shall stand. May enemies see her majesty. May all quake to behold her. Let's continue on to the labyrinthian chasm. over here there's a spell tome for flames. Of course you would already know flames, but it at least tells you, hey, maybe use your magic. Use fire magic to open a ice door. Goodbye, Frost Spirit. You coming, Mule? I will full chapter Drugger Scourge. Pull out my battle axe. I'm really only in danger if Neil keeps sticking behind. If he ever catches up to me, I'll be fine. Oh, there's a Death Lord too. Never mind then, it's not time to play around. It's time to get the Scourge out of the way so I can focus on the Death Lord. Oops. That doesn't help me. I have the wrong shell equipped. All these mules keeping up. Seriously. No help whatsoever. Alright, Death Lord is done. At least he only had it at home in great sword, not like
But I set my aspiration.
ebony battle axe or something.
Yeah, he never complained. I miss him.
There's obviously a rune on this door. Go a few steps back and trigger it. Couple arrows takes care of the Jarger weight. This chest is not locked or trap triggered. I've been fairly lax with checking things for triggers. So we got the spell tome for Equilibrium, which is most commonly found here. It's an alteration spell that turns health into magicka. You can be killed by the effect, but it is a common way to level up some spells. Like you can put Equilibrium in one hand, put Closed Wounds in another, hold it down for a while, heal off the damage, hold it down, heal off the damage, or if you want to not have to heal off, healing in one hand and Equilibrium in the other. My magic is not going down because my health is being converted into now it is determined by your difficulty. It's doing 41 per second because I'm on master. If I instead turn it down to, say, novice, it's equal. My health is not going down, my magic is not going down, but both are gaining experience at the same time. So I could, either wait or rubber band or find some other way to hold these down, walk away, make a stack, take a nap. But I'm not going to do that. Let's see, if you turn it up even to apprentice, you can see that at that point the health drain does slightly outpace the healing you do with the basic healing spell. And remember, I do have Sailor's Repose for healing spells cure 10% more, and the perk that makes them cure more. So but I will go back up to master now and continue on with the dungeon. Did long enough to get 1 level in restoration. Restoration will up to level 64. When I reach level 70, I can buy expert's level restoration spells. That's when it's not going to matter. That's when tricks to level up restoration are not going to matter anymore. I will have a spell that I can cast infinitely like I do for the other schools. So that was just a path for treasure. The path forward is actually this way.
Can you just imagine?
You do not answer. Must I use this guttural language?
You were using the language of dragons. I think that's more guttural. If you haven't noticed, every time he speaks, it drains your magic down to nothing. And the power shot perk is still broken. Oh, he fell down. Let's go all the way down and soul trap this fool. Ew. I have a soul trap. And then dodge the arrow. Oh, I did not dodge the arrow. Because Mule is actually here actively fighting with me, I have more faith in my ability to take him out while using a two-handed weapon. But he was using an elven bow and orcish arrows, not ebony, so he is a greater soul. But I have plenty of all types to fill, so. Apparently to whatever the entity is that is speaking, human speech is, or human or elven speech is considered to be guttural. Let's go back to bow time. I'll probably take out this Death Lord before I'm discovered. Even if he starts coming in this direction. I should probably make more of the fortify archery potions. I only have one of the 30% left, and I've done stuff with archery since then that would make it better. Is this a regular jogger? Yeah.
I've had enough of you.
I had to soul trap him fast before Mule broke him. So many gems. There's another common soul gem. Some more bone meal if you want it.
I remember Cuthbert trying to rob me on the road once.
So this is just another path you could have taken. You could have come down here instead of going the other way. Just showing you that it does loop around.
Have you returned, Armin? My old friend.
That doesn't sound good. Labyrinthian thoroughfare. Still not the final section, but we are progressing. I wasn't sneaking. But if I go into sneak, I disappear pretty quickly. Like a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. Novice gate. Leading you to a treasure room. Some burial urns. And a couple chests.
Do you seek to finish that which you could not?
Comes out from the earlier spot. You avoid a skeleton by going that way and get some treasure as well. Chest back behind here. So many gems. Oh, there's a troll. Hello. I didn't see you there. You know you've gotten to a strong point in the game when enemies appear behind you and you're like, oh, hello.
You only face failure once more.
Well, Savos is dead and I'm still alive. Take out a couple more skeletons. One up there. It's a little bit stronger, but I still think I can take him out if he doesn't move. And another one that showed up to investigate. Now gets taken out. You have a friend who's playing Cities Skylines 2 right now. Oh, there's a Orvane. I was trying to check the skeletons' bodies and I accidentally triggered the gold Orvane instead.
I think the poor man soiled his armor.
Not that there's anything wrong with mining some gold ore on here. In fact, why don't we mine another vein of it? Let the game do it while I stretch my shoulders. Alright, so we will progress forward. We took out the...
You are not Aaron, are you? Has he sent you in his place?
I mean, he couldn't really come himself. He's now somewhat busy, now being dead and all. Takes up a lot of your time. So there's some wisps in here. And so the wisp mother is not far. Where there are wisps, you often find their mother not far behind. I'm not doing a lot of damage to her, am I? I wonder what kind of soul his mother would give. The world may never know. I think it's greater though. Unfortunately, that last hit was dealt twice.
Power would be your undoing. That it would only serve to strengthen me.
There's a spell tome for frostbite, a scroll of ice spike. So you need some type of frost magic to take care of this store. Unlike lightning and fire, I don't have one saved. The fire spirit is resisting frostbite. I wanted to use at least a little bit of magic on him. It's a spirit, but I broke its neck. Come down here, there's a couple of burial urns. Isn't there always?
Just another minute, please.
Come on! We can't stop now. We have to keep moving.
Where's Elvalie? She was right behind me.
Dead. Something grabbed her from behind. Gone before I could do anything.
This is insanity. We never should have come here.
You're right. This is all my fault. Should we turn around, head back?
I don't think going back is a good idea.
Going back would be the end of all of us. We keep pushing forward and we'll make it. We will!
Come on, you can make it. Let's go.
Just some white cap down that.
Face your end.
spectral enemies mostly. Trapdoor right here. A Drain Heart Sword. Let's not step on the trapdoor, but instead walk around. I don't know if the spectral ones can be soul trapped. Feels like I could have tested it on the weaker one. I was draining magic with a bow. Okay. Let's find out if I can soul trap them. Oh, I was too close to a trigger. This one drains health. Let's see if I can get the magic for soul trap before she kills it. Okay, you can soul trap them.
Be careful.
Excuse me. Got a Drain Blood battle axe, absorbing health. Here's where the trapdoor would have brought me, had I chosen to fall down it. I would have been fighting those Death Lords on their own terms. I know how to summon a horse in Skyrim. I don't need your video to tell me that. Kind of wish Chrome, you know, being owned by Google and YouTube, would realize that I'm streaming and not give me notifications there either. Labyrinthian Tribune. This is the final section of the dungeon. Yeah. Nearing the end. Some properly dead Draugr and still some spectral ones. There's just a regular one. Not particularly dangerous. For a Death Lord, that did quite a bit of damage with those first few arrows. Feel kind of bad killing the warhounds. I don't like hearing the sound of dogs in pain. Spell town for Steadfast Ward. Do I actually know that one? Yes, I do. Let's return to sneak. Ah, right. The idea is that you use the ward to get through this area. Oh, ho, ho, ho. No, sir. I find dying from soul gems and not even enemies to be a completely unacceptable outcome. If I'm gonna die today, it better be an enemy that kills me, not a trap. Speaking of enemies, and there's one more. Where is it? In this tower? How do I gain access? Over here? Aha! I see now. Crunchy. To be clear, I'm referring to his bones. Garlic in that barrel. Dragon's tongue in that one. Or a tapanilla in that one. I want something with garlic on it. I have garlic bread with dinner tonight. Typically have Italian food on Wednesday nights, and I know garlic bread is not Italian, but I often have them together. I am so very close to 100 lockpicking. I never drew attention to it last time, but If you bet that I would reach 100 lockpicking by the end of the previous dungeon, obviously I did not. And I'm right at the end of this dungeon, so I don't believe I will here either. There is a Death Lord waiting on the other side of that throne. I missed the first couple arrows. But now with the dog going down, he knows that I'm here, so. Drop another soul trap. Yeah, also I did train Blood Battle Axe, so I won't take too many hits from him. I can clearly see the arrow, but I cannot get it back. So before the very, very end of the dungeon, we get our word wall. And we learned a word for slow time. It was our second word of the slow time shout. The third one is found in Corvinjund, which we would go to if we progress the Civil War. So if you love the slow time shout and want me to use its full all three words, that's what we have to do. I'll kind of hide off to the side here, allowing my magic to come back. I feel kind of bad leaving Mule to fight them by herself, but she can handle it. Alright. This one I will slow trap and quickly kill with my sword. The Scourge, I want to get some significant damage on before it decides that summoning another astronaut is a good idea. Well, Mule's gonna handle that skeleton. Do I have enough? Nope. Not yet. Well, I have enough to drop a closed wounds.
We shouldn't have left her there to die.
What else could we do? Stay there and die with her? She refused to go on. We didn't have a choice.
This is it, you know. Through this door.
The Argonian that was with them is dead now.
We're not going to make it, are we?
We stay together, no matter what. Agreed?
I'll be right with you.
Agreed. We all stay together.
Well, we met Savos, but we didn't meet the other two. Just through the store. So we see that there are two spells seeming to hold something in place. My quest marker is showing what is being held in place.
My father wanted me to follow
Because
his
it is
footsteps
holding
and
in its
but I set
hand
my aspirations a
the
bit higher.
Staff of
He never
Magnus.
complained. I miss him.
So we need to free it so that we can access the staff. And the way you do that is by defeating the enthralled wizards. It's using a basic flame spell.
What are you doing?
Alright, that's one down. I will take a moment to make sure that my health is all the way back. Defeating one enthralled wizard was not enough. I'm gonna grab this chest from through the gate. Oh, it is free. That's quite the bug. So he's moving, but I can't actually fight him because he's not supposed to be out until both wizards have stopped.
You are not welcome here.
This one is using a basic frostbite spell. The dragon priest they were holding in place is named Mordecai. We learned that the Staff of Magnus is used to absorb magic. So if the only way you have to deal damage to enemies is through magic, you might struggle against Mordecai. As magic is 100% supplemental to me. Let's stop you moving for a moment. Sure, it's kind of like another path up so I can get around them. I don't want Mordecai to hit me too much. I want to get enough magic to fill a Grand Soul Gem. But I do have a Welkin Stone I can use for that. Get all of my magicka back. Drop the Soul Trap on Mordecai. And finish him off. Filling the Grand Soul Gem. Claiming they always have full meal and 250 gold. My next Dragon Priest mask, Mordecai Magicka regenerates 100% faster, and time between shouts is reduced 20%. That's a pretty good mask. And of course the Staff of Magnus, absorbs 20 Magicka per second if the target is out of Magicka absorb health instead. We have now the Staff of Magnus, what we came here for. And
I've seen enough death
we will
to
see
last
one
3
more
lifetimes.
vision on our way out.
I never tire of a good fight. What do you make of that?
There's the end of dungeon chest. Another Welkin Stone.
I'm sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped. I promise you, I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this whole place away.
So the enthralled wizards were the other two that came here with him. We're not quite done yet. There's one more.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ancano was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that staff from you now. Ancano wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead. Nothing personal.
Get out of my way.
You fool. You don't stand a chance.
No vaccine! You uneducated fool. La 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 la. Dum dum. Leave him on the snowy rocks. Now where were we?
I ventured into quite
barred
a few
door
northern winds in
here.
my day.
And this leads me back up into Skyrim. High above Labyrinthian now. I may not be able to fast travel away with that frost troll down there. I expected this to start moving at some point, but it's mostly just getting angry. I could fast travel away immediately, but I would kind of like to get its fat and... Nope, no arrows back. Well, there are a couple that missed. I can get those ones back. Alright, so we have the Staff of Magnus. I cannot return straight to the college at this point. I have to go back to Winterhold. Things are kind of rough at the college. Sup, Winterhold guard? Where were you when the town was under attack? So as you can see, there are more anomalies further from the college now. Or closer to the college now. I'm not gonna mess around with them. Let's just keep going. Arniel, Feralda, Tolftir, all the way out here.
You have it then? Let's hope it's as powerful as the Psijics believe it to be.
Where's Mirabelle?
She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back, she stayed behind and made sure the rest of us were all right.
That's a true leader. Why are you all the way out here?
Look for yourself. Ancano's power is growing. We can't crack whatever magic he's using to shield himself. I hope your trip to Labyrinthium was worth it.
Let's get in
I'll
there.
be right behind you.
Now I have to use the Staff of Magnus. This is one of those rare occasions where something I pick up
I'll be amazed
is
if
allowed.
any of us survive this.
So just a quick cast is enough to open the path back into the college. There are still some magical anomalies in here, but with, you know, the more powerful mages actually helping us, they can be handled fairly quickly. Yeah, these guys aren't messing around anymore. So let's access the Hall of the Elements. Defeat Ancano.
You think I don't know what you're up to? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it?
Spells have no effect.
I am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me.
The staff! Use it on the eye!
Enough!
So during this fight,
Still you persist? Very well.
you will
Come then.
start to open the eye. You have to use the staff on it to close it back up. When the eye is closed, he is vulnerable. Oops. I'm not terribly surprised to die there. It typically takes a couple shots.
You've come for me, have you? You think I don't know what you're up to? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at
He
my
talks too much.
fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it?
Spells have no effect.
I am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me.
The staff! Use it on the eye!
Enough!
Alright, I'll save here.
Still you persist? Very well. Come then. See what I can do now. What was that?
So, close it back up. Hey, I kinda remember this. Bitch. Wow, there's still a magic anomaly. I've been waiting for this. Just my moment to finally kill him. I despise Ancano so much.
I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the
I
breadth of
knew you could
Skyrim
do it.
has always filled
So, what do we do now?
I don't know. Ancano is gone, but whatever he's done to the eye doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
Deus Ex Machina, the Citrix show up.
We knew you would succeed. Your victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold.
Really? You think so? What do we do now?
The eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Onkano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it, for now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and carry on with your lives. You have our gratitude, Archmage.
I use like apprentice level spells. I should not be the Archmage of the College of Winterhold. My highest level Magicka skill is Illusion at 81.
You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Psijics are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion.
Pretty much everyone.
Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
In any case, I can now access the Archmage's quarters whenever I want because they're my quarters. You also get the Archmage's robe. All spells cost 15% less to cast, increase Magicka by 50 points, and Magicka regenerates 100% faster. Kinda broken. But, I mean, if you're the Archmage of the College of Winterhold, all that seems
good to see Skyrim
reasonable.
Still has such fine people. You give an old man.
So that completes the quest line. We are done with the College of Winterhold main quests. There are a number of Radiant quests and a few that have specific endpoints to them. But I'm not going to worry about those right now. I will double check at some point which ones are just Radiant that repeat forever and which ones you actually do a specific number of times. And I go from there. But for the time being, I'll talk to Arniel Gain because, he has the progressive quest. And now that I'm done with the main quest line, all it takes is time before I can do each of his remaining quests. But this last one was a little bit ago. This flame Atronach seems to be out of control. Let's take care of it. Arniel is usually in attainment? I suppose technically this is still my bed too. So I get 2 beds. There's Jazargo. I'll talk to Jazargo now.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert level distraction spell?
I'm the Archmage, bitch.
This is good. But Jazargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jazargo.
Why did you become a student at the college?
Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jazargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jazargo to become great.
You seem very sure of yourself.
There is much for Jazargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jazargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Not everything is a competition,
Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it.
Or because I've already won and it doesn't matter.
Swift handing. Can you possibly help Jazargo?
What do you need help with?
Jazargo has seen that Torfdir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Jazargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
Exactly what kind of help do you need?
Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jazargo when you are ready.
Alright, I'll help you. Give me the scrolls.
You can't resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work.
So he gives you
Jazargo
10
will work
flame
how well
cloak
his
scrolls.
work.
You need to use it on 3 undead. For 30 seconds, opponents in melee range take 10 points per second fire damage. Targets on fire take extra damage. Seems normal.
It's a fine day with you around.
Sure is, Bellina. There's just a college guard. Here's Arnia.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
How is your project coming along?
Terrible, just terrible. I vastly underestimated the heat transfer necessary, and have destroyed my only working model. I'm at a loss.
Did you account for the extra coefficient introduced by
Don't patronize me. Look, it's all very simple. The Dwemer, they were masters of magic in a way we can't even begin to conceive of. Their greatest achievement, however, has also been their greatest, shall we say, mystery.
And what mystery is that?
Their disappearance, of course. Instant, unexplainable. The stories have fascinated me. Ever since I was young, I wanted to know what really happened.
We know what
After years and
happened.
years of work, I'm closing in on a way to investigate what happened through experimentation. Only now, well, it's simply a disaster.
They tried to tap into the heart of a god. That was a bad idea. What went wrong?
Without boring you with the details, I'm attempting to recreate the circumstances of the event. The dwarves were very clever, tapping into and drawing power from the heart of Lorcan itself. Lacking the heart of a dead god myself, I was attempting to substitute a rather specific soul gem, the one you helped me acquire.
And that won't work?
Well, yes, I mean, no. That is, it might, but I'm not completely sure. I'm no tonal architect. I've only read their writings. Scraps, really. The soul gem by itself isn't enough, you see. It needs to be altered, purified. The dwarves had machines for this sort of thing. I've attempted to build my own, based on designs and using parts you helped to provide. My very own dwarven convector. It worked, but not fully. And the device was destroyed in the process.
Can you build another?
No, no, no! I'm too close now. Can't take the time. Though, perhaps there's another option. I may require further assistance from you.
What do you want me to do?
Well, yes. The designs for my convector were based on real dwarven machines, so there may still be some in
Notice I've
existence.
been pointing some of those out to you.
I'd go looking myself, but yes, there are calculations to double and triple check. Many calculations. Perhaps you could seek out these convectors in Skyrim ruins. I can even teach you the spell to heat them. It's very particular and very important.
What's in this for me?
Well, don't you see? Unlocking this mystery. The story alone is worth more riches than you can even imagine. And perhaps, well, I don't wish to speculate, but what if we could contact the dwarves? What if they're still out there? Imagine.
There's one in Morrowind. Teach me your spell and I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Now, this spell is not for
He was
defending
spared
yourself,
when the
but it's
dwarves
just right for
disappeared because
heating
he
the
was
convector.
on
At
another
least 3
plane.
seconds burn is necessary. Just place the soul gem inside and heat the convector. At least 3 seconds. You'll almost certainly need to find multiple convectors. I suspect it may be due to the nature of the soul gem versus the crystals this was intended for. Destroys the equipment in the process. But, it's effective. 3 times, and the crystal should be ready for the next step. Isn't this exciting? Until next time.
So, he gives us Warp Soul Gem back, and teaches us the spell Arniel's Convection, which is a destruction spell. He says it's not made for combat. Burns the target 1 point per second. The cost is almost nothing,
Always available should you need.
but the damage is very low as well. He said 3 should do it. Well, if you did the Lost to the Ages quest, 3 should be very easy for you to know where they are. Up here at Deep Full Crossing, there's basically no resistance in terms of enemies. But there was an Ethereum shard here, and there is a Dormer Convector right here. So put in the Warped Soul Gem. Eat the Convector. And retrieve the Soul Gem. Now, I pointed out that there was one inside Mzulft, fairly near the entrance. But I also pointed out that that wasn't the only one nearby. While it's near the entrance to Mzulft, if you don't want to actually go in to where there are enemies and the like, you can instead come into the Dwarven storeroom.
Huh?
No enemies in here either. But there is another Convector. As before, put it in. Eat the Convector.
Watch the walls for the sphere constructs.
Take it back out.
Can appear in the blink of an eye.
Now it says place it into a final Convector. For some reason I think there used to be 2 in here, but I don't believe that is actually the case. Just kind of a misremembering. The final one I will do is at the location where the Ethereum Forge actually was, which is the ruins of Bethalft. There aren't bandits here anymore, there are hold guards.
You hear the news? Those damn mages blew up Winterhold. Guess it was just a matter of time.
There's a dragon nearby. But I know that there's a Convector somewhere around here too. I just need to remember where. Maybe it's only there until you actually bring up the forge. I don't know why they stick one in here, but I was thinking maybe,
really miss
if I'm correct about there being one of the ruins of the salt,
Skyrim has always filled my heart with excitement.
then why wouldn't there be one in the forge itself? But it doesn't really make sense for there to be one inside the Ethereum forge. I'm confident that this is not a mistake, that there is a convector somewhere in this area. May as well look around a little bit because this dragon is going to prevent me from leaving anyway. That's where the flag is. And reclaim the place for the rift guards. There it is. Knew there was one here. So one last time. Need to come back there. And soul gem. Now I can send it to Arniel, but we do have a dragon here. There are several enemies over here. Cave bear, giant frostbite spider, and of course, the dragon. Oh, there's a saber cat now in the fight too. Okay, let's finish off the dragon. And let's do some soul trapping. Saber cat down. Giant frostbite spider down. That's the music cave bear. Bear down. I figured I had just enough health to take them all out. And it seems my belief in myself was rewarded. I managed to do it. So a bunch of dead enemies here.
I've never been a sellsword, never traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own terms.
Dead person or thing over here. A rift guard probably. No, a troll. A troll died as well. Don't see any dead guards
Mind
around
yourself.
here. Maybe okay. the Rift Imperial camp is not over here anymore because at the moment the Rift is held by the Imperials. Random high elf died here. I don't know that she's important, so I won't revive her. I'm just going to make sure that the dragon was flying around a little bit. I'm going to make sure it didn't start with Iverstead. Bye, rabbit. I don't see anything to suggest there's someone dead in Iverstead, but I am still pretty far away. I still haven't gone to the, oh, the cultists, of course, are staying here forever, apparently.
Word is the College of Mages is back to normal. If there's such a thing for that.
I haven't been to the barrow, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's return to Arniel. I fought some things, but none of them were undead, so I need to test Jazargo's flame scrolls on them. I'll go to places infested with Draugrs soon enough.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
I have your gem.
It worked then. Let me see. Goodness, that's it, isn't it? Yes. It's not perfect, but it's a close enough approximation that it should certainly suffice for initial tests. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this. All right then. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice. Perhaps we... I don't think anyone here truly understands...
No, now that I'm the Archmage, you should probably be telling me about your research.
I used to be an adventurer like
So did Carlia. Send you again, or are you here on your own this time?
Ancano is exactly why we're so
Give my
restricted
regards
about
to
access the
Carlia
college.
if you see her.
We'd all have perished if it weren't for you.
Well, at least you recognize it.
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
Yes, I did note exactly who it is that wanted me to steal research materials from one of their colleagues. Alright, I'm going to pop myself down in this chair right here. I'm going to take my break. While I do that, I will be checking into the Radiant quests that the College of Winterhold has to offer. But then it will be time to choose another quest line to work on. We have the Companions, the Civil War, the main quest, the Dragonborn quest line, or the Dawnguard quest line. Take a moment, if you're watching, to think about which one you would like to see me do next, and drop it in the chat, and I will be back shortly. Alright, let's get back in. I see companions in the chat, so that is what I will continue with shortly. So let me talk briefly first about the quests you can do for the mages. I did all the main primary quests for the quest line. There are 4 one-time quests, 1 for each of your fellow apprentices, and 1 for Arniel. We already did Berlina and Onmund's quests. We have Drazargo's right here, and we're working on Arniel's each time we come back. There are some repeatable quests. The illusion professor Drevis Nellerin can ask you to cleanse the focal points in the college. That is a fairly quick quest that gives you soul gems and temporarily helps you regenerate magicka. Sergius Tyrianus, the enchanting guy, can give you picking up an item from a client for the college to enchant it, or he can ask you to restock his soul gems. That quest was not completed, but because I have the cutting room floor mod, it is added back in, as we know, because he asked me to restock his soul gems, but I declined the quest. There are 3 that Tolfdir can give you. Once you have completed the quest line, he can ask you to fix a rupture somewhere in Skyrim caused by the Eye of Magnus, but I will never ask him for that quest because I don't want to do it. If you break the college rules, such as by killing a member, you have to talk to Tolfdir and pay a fine to rejoin the college. There's also a quest called Tolfdir the Absent-Minded, where I'll ask you to find his missing alembic. There are 2 radiant quests given by Urag Groshub. Fetch me that book. He'll ask you to find a random book in a boss chest of a dungeon. Also, Shaldor's Insights, which completing the quest is the same. You just sometimes get scrolls or a magic skill increase. Then there are some other quests that we've done already, like finding and taming the unicorn, completing the Gaelder legend. If you have the arcane accessories creation installed, the spell tome for telekinesis arrows is on Urag Groshub's desk in the Arcaneum. We have the rings for the glove in the midden, but I'll do that when I have to go back down to the midden for another quest. There are 3 other incomplete quests, and I've done one of them. Stealing the research notes was left out of the game at release. Tolfdir can ask you to hunt down a rogue wizard, which I have not done. And then one that I don't think is even added by mods is finding Finis Gestor's missing apprentices. They're all in the game, but actually finding them is something different entirely.
Skyrim still has such fine people.
So I'll do one of them.
Go
You
get
look
an
like
old
you could
man.
use a hand.
Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I seem to have misplaced the book I was reading. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me?
Tolfdir's book? Tolfdir's book? It's supposed to be his alembic. I know where the book is. Or I know where the Olympic is. I have no idea where his book is. And it says I have no active quest. Find Tolfdir's book?
Huh?
Well, I'll check the places where his alembic can be. This is a little embarrassing.
My friend died. Things won't be the same without him.
I believe he's referring to, Archmage Aaron. So the place where Tolfdir's alembic can be are all in this area. There's a crate in the eastern room of in here. I don't see a book or his alembic in here for what that's worth. There's 2 possible locations on the top floor though. Check the enchanting room. That's an alchemy room.
I've seen enough
Down
death to
here?
last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight.
No,
What do
don't
you make
see
of
it
that?
in here. It's supposed to be under that display case if it's here. And then in the north side of here. Can be in here. There it is. He misplaced his copy of Galarian the Mystic. So it seems like he can also ask you to find a book instead of his missing alembic. Curiously, in the base game, Tolfdir's alembic was the only alembic you could actually pick up. In other Elder Scrolls games, alembics were required to perform alchemy. In this game, they're all attached to alchemy labs. One freestanding one is added with the Golden Hills Plantation creation, but you can't use it to do alchemy out in the wild.
Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much.
So it gives you a small amount of gold and a soul gem. Which, yeah, nothing too exciting, but still worth mentioning, I feel. So now that we've done all that, and I've talked about things, I will return to Whiterun, drop off my excess junk, and proceed with the companion's questline.
Honored.
I'm probably going to push through the companion's questline as quickly as I can because I'm not particularly a fan of it. But you can get through it in a day if you want to. If you want to, you can get through it pretty quickly.
You, my Thane.
Since I'm working with the companions, I should probably send Meal home. So I'm usually with at least one of the companions for each of these quests. So, thank you for journeying with me, Mule. But it's time to go home for now.
I thought we were getting along so well. I'll head back to Riften if you should have second thoughts. A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
It used to be that, like, as soon as you dismissed her, Aaron would show up wherever you were. It resulted in him dying a lot because he would, like, dismiss her in the middle of a mountain and then something would come and kill him. But that is not the case anymore. I read the hired thug's missive and it doesn't really matter, so I'll put it away. I have a skill book on me. I'll worry about that some other time. I know I have the Staff of Magnus. Let's get that out of my inventory. And a few pieces of armor, including a Dragon Priest mask. That weighs a little bit more. Okay, I think we are good now. Let's head over towards the Underforge.
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Hail, Amron.
What do you need?
So, as Skewer said, the Underforge, unsurprisingly, is under the forge.
Should I be holding the blade further away than I would a small one?
If you keep it in close, you'll have more control. But it can be
The entrance is right here.
Not now. The Underforge, tonight.
when you have
I have to wait until night. So I'll wait 2 hours. It'll be 8 p.m. then.
weight swinging around your upper body.
Are you prepared?
Lower body has to compensate.
What is this place?
Here's all you need to know. Jorvaskr is the oldest building in Whiterun. The Skyforge was here long before it was. And the Underforge taps an ancient magic that is older than men or elves. We bring you here to make you stronger, new blood. Now let's move. You still need to prove yourself, Whelp. I'll take my leave then.
I disagree with this making me any stronger.
I'm glad you came. It's been a long time since we had a heart like yours among our numbers. That pitiful ceremony behind the hall does not befit warriors like us. You are due more honor than some calls and feasting. I would hope you recognize Ayla, even in this form. She's agreed to be your forebear. We do this in secret because Kodlak is too busy trying to throw away this great gift we've been granted. He thinks we've been cursed, but we've been blessed. How can something that gives this kind of prowess be a curse? So we take matters into our own hands. To reach the heights of the Companions, you must join with us in the shared blood of the wolf. Are you prepared to join your spirit with the beast world, friend?
What if I don't want to be a werewolf?
That is your choice. We will not force you. But to join the circle, your blood must be as ours. Meet us here when you're ready.
So, if I want to continue the Companion's quest line, I have no choice. I have to become a werewolf. Ayla is currently transformed. You will grab her arm and give it a cut to fill this basin with blood. And now I have to drink it. So we transform into a werewolf and have beast form. We can run around Whiterun. We don't have to fight anyone. We can just run through. If I see someone I don't like, I'll kill them. Bellathor, there's Whiterun guards all over the place. I'll attack one of them, why not? Rah! I don't want to die though. So eventually, it will end.
Never should have come here.
And you'll find yourself not so close to where you are.
Yours was not an easy transformation, but you're still alive, so congratulations. We even have a celebration planned for you. There's a pack of werewolf hunters camped nearby, at Gallows Rock. The Silver Hand. I think you've met them before.
You were there with
We're
me.
going to slaughter them.
But the game assumes you did Dustman's
Lead
Cave of
on.
Farkas.
Skior's already scouting ahead.
What just happened?
You were born into the pack, brother. I almost envy you. That first time is always the most intense. You gave us even more trouble than Farkas did at his first turning.
Am I a werewolf now?
You have the blood of the wolf in you. You'll need to build up your strength
You
before
can
you
become
can
a
call
werewolf
on it
once per
again.
day unless you got
Just
the
be
Ring of
careful where you
Kerosene
do
from his Daedric
Some
quest.
cowards in
Then
this
you can
land
do it
can't stand
wherever.
the sight of glory before them.
If you transform into a werewolf in front of people, you get a bounty. What does it mean to be a werewolf?
Nothing until you choose to use it.
It also means you can't get
Then,
rested
well,
bonuses.
You got a taste. Stronger.
Your beast
faster.
blood keeps you from
It doesn't
restful
last
sleep.
long, though. The blood of
But
your
you're also
foes
immune
can
to other
sustain you,
diseases.
if you're willing to feed. The more we feed, the greater our prowess will grow. We could perhaps discover even more gifts of Hircine.
Is there a cure?
Cure? Ha! You're sounding like the old man. I shouldn't say that.
I love Kodlak. I respect and follow him. But he's wrong on this. It's no curse. We're made into the greatest hunters in the land. If he's worried about some mead-swilling afterlife in Sovngarde, he's free to pursue it. I'll take the glories of the hunt right here.
Where are we going?
The Silver Hand have taken over the old fort at Gallows Rock. They always make such easy prey. You've already learned all I can teach you. That's certainly unusual. Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Gallows Rock is right over here. We get to mess with the Silver Hand again. But now that we have the beast blood in us, their silver weapons are more effective against us.
Prepare to die! This what you want, huh?
Of course, we're still wearing dragon scale armor. There's only so much they can do to us.
We're routed! Fall back!
So yeah, let's hanging back, shooting them with arrows. Meanwhile, I'm breaking their bones with a dragon bone battle axe. There is, might be inside, it might be out here. There is a master chest here. So I want to make sure I get that before I leave. That might be enough to get me up to 100 by itself. I'm pretty sure it's inside though. So there is another significant downside to your beast form. When you are in it, you cannot open doors or check chests or loot things, which I feel like is a pretty big drawback. There are perks associated with being a werewolf, and you can progress those perks by feeding while in werewolf form. Some of them just make you stronger, some of them give you more health. One gives you more health when you feed, because you don't regenerate health naturally when you are a werewolf. When you're in your beast form, that is.
Cowards must have locked the place down after Skior charged in. You can taste the fear.
They have werewolf heads on spikes, because the Silver Hand hunt werewolves. Not in the way that the Vigilant of Stendar hunt down Daedra worshippers. They find pleasure from hunting werewolves. It's not a sacred duty of the divines like it is for the Vigilant of Stendar. You're right next to me. You know what? I do have a couple black soul gems to fill.
Is that your best?
Still trap this guy. Also, to begin with, you can at least to start with, you cannot feed on animals while you're a werewolf. But one of the perks in the skill tree will allow you to feed on animals. For now, you can only feed on humans, like people. The playable races, I'll say. So I killed 2 of them from the doorway with arrows. There are many doors here, but most of them are barred. There's a dead werewolf here.
There's a dead one, isn't there? Thought so. Nobody we know by the smell. Some can't separate the animal themselves. Go feral. This poor sod could have been anyone. We should keep moving.
Charred skeever hide is excellent for potions. Not a terribly common ingredient, but a lot of bandit camps will have a skeever on the spit.
No surprise they keep vermin around. Filthy squalor.
There's one at the top of these stairs, but I don't see it right now. I see it, but I'm immediately a member of the Silver Hand, not another skeever.
Huh? Did you hear something?
That one further away, he has a two-handed weapon, which is why I was targeting him first. More dangerous, in my opinion.
Never back down.
Coming around behind him while he's focused on Ayla.
Watch it there, brother.
Victory is yours. I submit. Not like this.
I'll kill you if
There, now he's dead.
You think I'm afraid of you?
I need to back up and heal. Somehow she's blocking a Dragonborn battle axe with that little thing. How, I have no idea. Pressure plate right there. Either B nor Ayla will be triggering that. So there are cages with werewolves in them. Some of the werewolves are dead already, and that will definitely pick those locks. But in
Nothing
some
we can do
cages,
for these ones now. Don't even want to think about what those cretins did to them before
there
they
are
died.
live ones, and they are feral. So if I unlock the door and let them out, I will be attacked. And so while to some point it feels wrong to leave them in there, this lock should do it. Lockpicking 100. Lockpicking is a skill that I sometimes make legendary, but it does take a long time to get back up. That one had no idea I was there. Oh, another one.
Not impressed.
Oh. You're not very strong, were you? Yeah, so this is the one that's still alive.
Is someone there?
Part of it feels like the proper thing to do is to take it out. Let's see if spells affect it. I mean, it makes its health bar appear, but I don't appear to actually be doing any damage to it. Maybe killing it instead of leaving it to starve to death would be the more humane approach. Ayla? I'm trying to shoot a silver hand with an arrow. And you walked right into the path, as you do so frequently.
You won't get the best of me! Give up while you still can!
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. I'm gonna put you down.
I hit Ayla as often as I hit enemies, because she just gets in the way all the time.
You think I'm afraid of you?
I'm detected, but enemies can still do that weird, like 5 steps to the side dodge. Take that one down. Ayla was kneeling, so
You call yourself a lord? This isn't over.
okay, everyone's dead. I spent like almost all of my arrows on them. Fortunately, I can get at least a few back. I'm just trying to get my archery up. And of course, the best way to do that is by killing people with archery. It's dead Imperial. I suppose it could have been a werewolf. But at least when they died, they were not transformed. There's a treasure room back here. If I had not gotten my lockpicking to 100 on those cages, this would do it. A thistle branch, juniper berries. Wonder if Vlad is still making that meat with juniper berries mixed in. Turns out he was. I haven't been back to Helgen, but you can find mead with juniper in the wreckage. Also never done any of the mods that rebuild Helgen. There's some of them are pretty good and some of them not so much. The importance of wear is a one-handed skill book. Now my one-handed is already at 100, so it has no effect, but I will pick it up anyway, and if for some reason I decide I want the one-handed perks back, I can do that. I'm gonna dagger this guy. Goodbye. Save myself a few arrows for closer to the end of the dungeon. Add a block door here. Watch me break more lockpicks on the adepts than I did on the master. No one's sleeping in the beds in here. That's the thistle branch. a soul gem in this bowl. There's also some gold in there, but leave that behind.
We're getting close now. Be careful. Their leader is a tricky one. They call him the Skinner. I don't think I need to tell you why.
Because he doesn't like to wear shirts. Now, the Skinner is a tough enemy.
Over here. It's nothing.
That it? That your best?
At least for him, I'm going to use my sword.
Just a scratch.
The other ones, battle axe, sure. But for the Skinner, yeah. One left. You don't have to back down, you'll die anyway. I will loot them, at least. Now we need to talk to Ayla.
Bastards. Somehow they managed to kill Skior. He was one of the strongest we had, but numbers can overwhelm. He should not have come without a shield brother. Get out of here. I'm going to make sure we got the last of them, and see if there's any information to be gotten from the bodies. You and I have work to do. The Silver Hand will tremble at our sight.
What's our first target?
The Silver Hand has been scouring the world for more pieces of Wuthrad. One group is hidden out in Whiterun. Get it back, for the honor of us all. I'm gonna find whoever did this.
You know who did it, we just killed them. So Skior is dead. Here's his body right here. You can take his wolf stuff. You can take his stuff if you want, but we can just get our own. It is a known bug that at some point, Skior will likely show up back at your Vasker like nothing ever happened. He will be alive and well, and you can get quests from him and whatever. It doesn't happen every time, but it does happen. So we'll see if in this file we get Skior back in the future. So, we are out. Not terribly close to Whiterun. We got a pretty far ways. You know what? Oh, Swindler's down. We're going back there. Is Shadowmere actually around here, or did I decide that this doesn't count as bringing Shadowmere with me? It looks like he's not here. I'll discover a couple of the nearby locations before I pop over to Swindler's Den. Mars Eye Pond. Mars Eye Pond? Is this? This is the location of a creation house. Right here. Gallows Hall. Let's get this house while I'm here. So there's Nara here. There are 3 copies of Nara's plea. Let me out. Open the door. In the name of King Arthur, open the door. Get out of my head. Let's see what the hooded skeleton says. There's something wedged inside the hooded skeleton, but for whatever reason I can't seem to raise it. No spell seems to work. There must be a trick to it I can't figure out. The master must have hidden something important inside, but whatever it is will require raising it first to loosen its bones. And what it actually told me to do, read the journal. My old master was a collector of things, skeletons, staves, and priceless artifacts, the most prized of which were the helm and staff of Mannimarco himself, the king of worms. The old master was also a collector of apprentices, which in our trade are even more dangerous than the artifacts. He was aware of my ambition and where it would end. He knew I would steal his artifacts and kill anyone who stood in my way, himself included. So like any good necromancer would do, he made sure his trap would ensnare me even beyond the grave. The doors are blocked by some kind of invisible ward, but there must be a way to remove it. The master was nothing if not circumspect, and he would have left himself an out were he to fall victim to his own trap. In fact, I think he aimed to make a game of it. His final words to me were, "Start with the map." I have tried to make sense of the clue, and have made some progress. The flags seem to represent the torches. I just have to remove the right ones. So, for rumors of necromancy activity in one of the old abandoned forts, shortly after entering, however, I was trapped inside. After reading a necromancer's journal, it appears I am trapped inside this room. I must solve a series of clues to escape. I will take Dreamer's Greater Soul Gem. Clearly I'm trapped in here. Things are flying around. And if I try to exit, I cannot activate the door. So, Arch Necromancer's first clue. A mage travels Skyrim, stuffing out the souls of its people along the way. In each place they collect a torch to represent the light of the dead. Their journey starts by traveling west to Morthal. From there they cross the plain south to Falkreath and make use of the alchemist's table. Next they travel northeast past the river and stop at the Nightgate Inn, where they cook themselves a meal before snuffing the light there. Finally they head north to Fort Dunstad, where their journey ends. Only when they had gathered the light of 4 souls did they receive the blessing from the King of Worms, trace their path, and let the way forward fall. So they started at Morthal, and then went to Falkreath, then to the Nightgate Inn, and then to Fort Dunstad. So there are torches. Find first the torch of Morthal. Then they went to Falkreath. Then to the Nightgate Inn. And then to Fort Dunstad. Pick up the fallen staff. The Staff of Worms. Find a use for the staff. Reanimate a dead body permanently to fight for you. Well, the guy said there was something in the hooded skeleton that he could not make sense of. Could not find a way to raise with any of his magics. Perhaps the issue was not his magic, but that he didn't have. Perhaps he just didn't have the Staff of Worms. He mentioned specifically the hooded skeleton, so that's definitely the one I should raise if I were to raise just one. 7 grand soul gems that are all filled. That is wild. So I will use the Staff of Worms to raise the hooded skeleton. And receive the Archnecromancer's key. Now I need to search the safe, which requires this key to open. Archnecromancer's second clue, plus the Bloodworm Helm. Concentration spells cast 25% less to cast. Damage against the undead increases by 25%. Plus a bunch of other goodies. So our second clue. A man dreams his empty coffers are full of gems. A necromancer dreams a similar dream, but his coffers are a different kind and hold different gems and treasures inside. But to see this dream and retrieve these gems, he must first pray to a prince for a door. Pray to a prince for a door. I haven't done this in ages. There are so many ingots and the like around here. Human flesh, other rare ingredients. Here we go, Shrine of Vermina. Vermina's Daedric Prince. Prayed to the prince, but what did that do for me? Man dreams is empty. To see this dream and retrieve these gems, you must first pray to a prince for a door. I prayed to Vermina. But the only doors I'm aware of are the one there and the one over here. And both are still closed up tight. I'm gonna take all of these. Some iron ingots as well. Of course. How could I forget it? This is not that hard. I picked up something I didn't want, a necklace. I know what the final puzzle of this room is. I remember that clearly. I don't suppose clairvoyance will be of any use to me here. Find a way to the dream world. I wish I tried on the now they're just regular torch sconces. They don't have any name on them. What's the effect of the Blessing of Ermina? Conjuration illusion spells cost less to cast. The skeleton mage finally died. Is the quest bugged? Because it says pray to a prince, but if I check Vermina's thing, nothing happens. And I assume that's, you know, what I would do. Let's read the clue one more time. Main dreams, necromancer dreams. Vermina is about dreams. There's a bedroll right here. What happens if I sleep in it? There we go. Find the gems inside a necromancer's coffers. A necromancer's coffers would be coffins? Did I already pick one up though? Arch-Necromancer's final instructions. In my dream, I am surrounded by my 4 apprentices, but they are no longer mortal, but spirits, their souls taking the form of greater gems. To bring them to darkness, one must place them on the altar of the Revenant and turn greater to black. Only then will you be free. So I guess place the greater soul gems in each holder. This is the part I do remember. Then activate the altar. Dreams of the Dead is completed. I receive 4 black soul gems. I think I could probably do this indefinitely to turn regular soul gems into greater. So with that completed, I can now make use of the fort as a personal home. So now that door is open and it leads down. We got exterior areas. We have a wooden door here. Inside you've got some weapons already set up there. Appears to be a master bedroom. Lots of places to put stuff. A coffin if you are a vampire. It leads further down. Both ways lead here. Another interior room. Bones everywhere. Bone forge. There's nothing placed in the bone forge. The only thing I had was a bone meal. And it seems to have summoned a dead skeleton and gave me more bone meal. Oh, thank you for following. I'm doing alright. My chat window lit up and I didn't know what was happening for a moment, but apparently that's what happens when someone follows. Here we go, notes on the bone forge. While most necromancers, myself included, prefer to use whole corpses and skeletons, sometimes such supplies are not readily available. The bone forge offers an alternative, an altar upon which you may place raw supplies and forge them whole again. The basic recipe to create a skeleton suitable for most menial tasks is as follows. 1 bowl of bone meal, 1 greater soul gem filled. Once you place materials on the bone forge, simply lay your hands on it and your skeletons will appear before you. The bone forge can only sustain a single creation at a time, but it will remain with you until destroyed. I found that adding frost salts will create a bone man, a type of item not normally found outside of the soul cairn. They are sturdier than the average skeletons and make for a good companion to assist in the gathering of, well, supplies. So there are frost salts here. There's also a spell tome for necromantic healing, the enchanting skill book, tragedy in black. That necromantic healing is something that is most commonly associated with the Dawn Guard DLC. I need to heal. Undead. Yes, I can see your comments to now. The stream has been good so far. So we found here most of what I can use. Bone meal, frost salts, and I assume that soul gem I picked up was filled. Yes. As far as torturer's hoods are uncommon. Apart from a soul husk or an ancient Nord helmet, I did not see either of those in this room. And I kind of want to know what happens if you put all 3 things there, or all 5 things there. But in the absence of having all of them, I'll pop a quick save. I also play Stardew Valley on stream sometimes. I'll put the ones that I have down. And as it said, if you use all 3 of those, you get a Bone Man. That laugh is kind of terrifying. Now, I don't know of anywhere besides the Soul Cairn itself to get a Soul Husk. I imagine I would find plenty of ancient Nord helmets just going through the various Nordic ruins. For all I know, there's even one here already. Maybe in a wardrobe or something. And now I will try to remember that we weren't able to do everything with that, and return in the future to try and see the rest. There's the Helm of Orin Bearclaw here, and a journal to go with it. I should have known better than to trust an apprentice to locate the Bloodwarden Helm. I described its features thinking that would be enough. A trollbone skull with an open maw, a necromancer's crown. This skull clearly belongs to a bear. Never mind the enchantments placed upon it are for a warrior. Still, it seems my apprentices have stumbled upon a find nonetheless. The helm is that of Orin Bearclaw, the fabled warrior of the Wood Elves. Perhaps I will raise a Bosmer, give him the helm, and have him perform the slaying of the witch serpent Glenhilfonva for my amusement. As for the artifacts of Metamarco, I will have to redouble my search efforts. Perhaps this new girl, Nara, will have better luck finding them. She is green, but ambitious. Apparently this helm is made for a Bosmer. Stamina regenerates 20% faster, increases your stamina by 70 points. Yes, those are certainly warrior. Those would certainly be better suited for a warrior than a necromancer. In any case, this house is mine now. I can come back here and use it to rest whenever I desire. But my main thing will be to try and remember to get a soul husk when I can, and an ancient Nord helmet as well. I am from Illinois. There's a mud crab waiting outside the door for me. Not as nasty as the chorus that hangs around outside the Mirror Watch, but still a enemy there. I started streaming Halloween last year. I did a horror game on Halloween and then started into both Skyrim and Stardew Valley. There's a bear here. There's always a bear at the Riverside Shack. You've asked me about this before, and my answer has not changed. One of the main things of this little shack, besides of course the bear inside of it, is if I pick this chest, it has one of the treasure maps inside of it. There's also a fishing map for Eastmarch on the table. I believe I've read Pirate King of the Abyssian already on the stream. Okay. So there's a fragment of Wuthrad in Swindler's Den. Let's get over there. I have been in Swindler's Den multiple times before.
You picked a
Or
bad time to
once
get lost,
before, I
player.
guess. But now it will be Silverhand instead of what I've seen before. There's only one location in here. I'm going to pop a quick save and see if maybe we can do it in beast form. But let me get out of this little entrance area first so I don't get stuck. It feels kind of right to kill the Silverhand as a werewolf. So to stay as a werewolf, you have to feed. You can see Bloodlust Extended and Werewolf Perk Progress Increase. Let's take a look at the Werewolf Perk tree. The first one, there are 4 levels of Bestial Strength, doing 25% more damage as a werewolf, each perk. On the left side we have Totem of Ice Brothers. If you have the Werewolf Totem or Brotherhood, you can call Ice Wolves. Next one higher is Werewolves. These totems you can get by doing quests with Ayla. So if you get the Totem of the Hunt, it has extended range, shows whether the targets that it shows are in combat, searching, or actively in combat. There's the Totem of Terror. Werewolf Howl of Terror affects higher level creatures. We saw that it wasn't affecting the Whiterun guards before. The right hand side, 100 point bonus to health and stamina in beast form. Then feeding heals twice as much health. And able to feed off boost dead creatures. Feeding off creatures instead of people only provides half the extended time. So I can't get that chest up there while I'm in beast form. But I'm not too worried about finding things. You can send people flying with power attacks as a werewolf. Power attacks will sometimes just kill someone in one hit. There's also a kill move in beast form where you maul them.
Time to end this little game.
Beast.
Show us mercy on
There we go, mauling them. I've had the mauling move with the werewolf kill people who are marked as essential. Ah, he's hitting me while I'm feeding. Or she.
Come on, you monster.
You'll be so much easier to roam when you
Ah!
need something.
If I hadn't, if I hadn't been stuck feeding on that person while I was being hit. This time you guys saw me before I even started transforming. Which means trying to continue from here is not even worth it. Wait for it to wear off, heal myself up, and then progress forward. And then I'll wait a full 24 hours so that I can use it again. I believe I've seen your artwork already. One reason I like Vampire Lord more than Werewolf is when you want the Vampire Lord form to end, you can immediately revert it, whereas for the Werewolf you have to wait. I wanted to feed on the guys quickly because I was hoping that I would get a perk to do more damage. But even after feeding it off several people up here, I didn't get a perk. They're not on me yet, so feed them another one. Now I have a perk available. So let's increase my damage output. I don't think I can kill them. I can't go into sneak mode as a werewolf. Yeah, there are too many bodies there, so if I swing, all I'm hitting is dead bodies. Back up again. Okay, this place is human. There are too many choke points where I just get swarmed by them. It often says when you come out of beast form that you're carrying too much to be able to run, even if you're very clearly not.
I swear I'll kill you. Try and fight back.
Some people really like playing as a werewolf. I just don't.
Start running so I can stab you in the back.
You can't hide from me. Can't hide from me.
We got a lizard wizard here.
God's no mercy. Can't wait to count out your coin.
Fellow widow.
This what you want?
Fighting for the enemy.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Goodbye. And now, because I'm in human form, I can heal. Get more of them hawk feathers. There's no unusual loot that will be here this time that wasn't last time. Still the same books. Except there won't be a copy of Nightfalls on Sentinel, because that's only there when that quest is active. My head itches. I know why it does, and I shouldn't scratch at it. So the alligator will not be here anymore. But the silver hand will be.
Close. Damn you! Enough of this. That's your best.
Don't let him kill me because I'm stubbornly clinging to two-handed weapons. Alright, the silver hand leader is dead. There's another one in here. It's been shooting arrows. Should have just killed him real quick. Saved myself some arrow damage. The fragment of blue thread is in here. There's still an an iron ore vein in here. I saw some ebony equipment, so I might get confused. Whew. think maybe I'll do one more companion quest today. I mean, outside any Radiant quest I have to do before I can continue the quest line, of course. Now we'll drop off some things because I got quite a bit. Oh, and werewolf pulse, I suppose.
Honor to you.
Got a couple different helms. Bloodworm. And Oran Bear Claw. Yep, torches, just because you don't see them very often. There was some undead in Gallows Hall, but I wasn't fighting them, so it still was not the right time to use the Flame Croak scrolls yet. I missed some amethyst, but that's okay. I'll just hold on to them for now. Got the what is essentially a dead thrall staff. And up with those clues and journals. Alright. So my carry weight is a little better off. Let's go see Ayla. I also thought to decide what I'm going to read at the end of this stream, but we'll get there.
I've been running interference for you around here. I don't think anyone's caught on to our little campaign. Yet.
I got the fragment.
Another piece of glory. Good work, Shield Brother.
What's the next target?
I've been hearing rumors of Silver Hand activity. A group of them has holed up in Eastmarch. Run fast, my friend.
So I don't have to talk to her for more work. I can do the usual miscellaneous quests. But continuing the quest line itself, Ayla is who I'm doing that for right now. So she told me about Silver Hand activity in Eastmarch and Lost Knife Hideout. This is a location that has some significance to me. A lot of times, around my birthday, I will end up coming to this dungeon one way or another. So I played it on my birthday a lot. We are not close to my birthday right now, and I doubt that I will be. I might be done with this game by my birthday. Missed a lot of shots because they moved in just the wrong way. I'll probably have to make more arrows after this dungeon. So if you remember our previous trip here, you know where all the enemies are. Two straight ahead, one patrolling over there. And then two enemies up above. I'll be waiting for you when you come out if you don't kill them now. That one survived a hit. I'm gonna wait until I'm relatively certain he's not going to run somewhere. I've only got 9 arrows left, so I want to make sure they count. And since these enemies are up above, I can't go check their bodies for the arrows. Okay. I'm going to pop my maximum amount of sneaking, muffle, and invisibility so that I can kill the next two guys without using any arrows. Just sneak up on them. Of course, I don't need to kill all of them, but they are Silverhand. I don't hunt them to the level that I say I hunt Forsworn, but excuse me. There's getting a little scratchy. Which is another good reason to be done after this. So this guy's walking away from a place where they just stand and wait. So I can easily kill him without being detected. This guy never walks away. Cut his throat. There are 3 guys in the next room. I usually use archery, but I'm very sneaky. I'll take one out before they even see me. The guy over here was looking the other way, so he didn't let me kill his friends. hard and strike fast. And take the garlic. It's just down there, but I don't care. Still one sleeping here. Bandit sleeping there before, Silverhand sleeping there now. That's one I kill with archery a lot, but not today. Alright, let's see how many more Silverhand I can kill without being detected. You go down. You go down. And you go down. I'm basically trying to save as many arrows as I can for the leader down below. I'm here to kill a leader, not obtain a fragment of Wuthrad, so there's nothing special in that barrel. When you're here for the Silverhand, there's not a no saber cat in one of those cages. But there's still the master chest back here. Alright, 2 lockpicks. I have a general idea of where it is. It's less far than that. I've got a spot that I'm looking at, but I moved too far. There we go. Yeah, iron arrows. Like if you're using arrows here. Iron will be acceptable. There's the area back here. But no enemies over here. I will never read the real Baron's Eye again. I did find the version from Daggerfall, which has the passage that was censored in this game, and I would say they had a pretty good reason for censoring something like that. Oh, I forgot about the guys over there. Oh well, whatever.
Over here. Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
I'll kill these two with my battle axe.
Time to die, hero.
Everybody push.
Forgot about the 2 spectators on the other side. Darn it. Last arrow. Got him. He follows much the same logic as the bandit leader that was here before. If you get hit, run. I could look for arrows, but if I'm going to go back to Whiterun anyway, then I can just craft arrows when I get back. So that will conclude my questing for the day. We are approaching 4 hours of the stream. I will make my way back to Whiterun, sort out my inventory, select a book or two to read, and then we will call it. But don't forget that there were 2 people up here that I arrowed. I was able to get some arrows back from both of them. Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim would probably be a good one to read since we just became a werewolf ourselves. Let me make sure that it's not like 30 pages. That's not too long. After my experience with the real Baron Saya, I now need to check the length of each book before I choose to read it at the end of a stream. Because no one, not even me, wants 2 hours of reading at the end of a stream. My voice was shot. But I do want to continue bringing you lore as it relates to the game.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
Usually I don't hear Severia Palatia this late into a playthrough. But he has been spared by our delay in doing the Civil War. I'll just put some things away as we move throughout our house. I did take some sacks of flour.
Honored to see.
That's gonna weigh me down too. Not to mention the Nord mead, which was the same as any potion. Let's see, looks like I'm fine with weapons and apparel. No, the scrolls are weighing me down. Okay, so Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim is a good choice. The other things I have currently in my inventory are skill books, and I'll read those eventually. I thought for sure I would have kissed Sweet Mother. Yeah, I have. But I didn't read at the end of a episode, that's why it's still in there. Is Dwemer history and culture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About the same as Lycanthropic Legends. So I will read the Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim and Dwemer history and culture to end this stream. So if you have come by, whether you lurked or chatted, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you are checking out the archive on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. However your day is progressing, I hope it is favorable to you. And let's start first with Dwemer history and culture. Chapter 1. Mirabar Sul and the Trivialization of the Dwemer in Popular Culture by Hasfat Antibolus. While Mirabar Sul's ancient tales of the Dwemer was definitely debunked in scholarly circles as early as the reign of Kadaraya I, it remains one of the staples of the literate middle classes of the Empire, and has served to set the image of the Dwemer in the popular imagination for generations of schoolchildren. What about this lengthy, but curiously insubstantial, tome has proved so captivating to the public that it has been able to see off both the scorn of the literati and the scathing critiques of the scholars? Before examining this question, a brief summary of the provenance and subsequent career of ancient tales would be appropriate. First published around the Second Era 670, in the interregnum between the fall of the First Cyrodiilic Empire and the rise of Tiber Septim, it was originally presented as a serious, scholarly work based on research in the archives of the University of Gwilym, and in the chaos of that era was taken at face value, a sign of the sad state of Dwemer scholarship in those years. Little is known of the author, but Mirabar Sul was most likely a pseudonym of Gor Felim, a prolific writer of penny dreadful romances of that era, who is known to have used many other pseudonyms. While most of Felim's other work has, thankfully, been lost to history, what little survives matches ancient tales in both language and tone. See Lomas' textual comparison of Gor Felim's hypothetical treachery with Mirabar Sul's ancient tales of the Dwemer. Felim lived in Cyrodiil his whole life, writing light entertainments for the elite of the old imperial capital. Why he decided to turn his hand to the Dwemer is unknown, but it is clear that his research consisted of nothing more than collecting the peasants' tales of the Nibene Valley and recasting them in Dwemer guise. The book proved popular in Cyrodiil, and Felim continued to churn out more volumes until the series numbered 7 in all. Ancient Tales of the Dwemer was thus firmly established as a local favorite in Cyrodiil, already in its 17th printing, when the historical forces that propelled Tiber Septim to prominence also began to spread the literature of the Heartland across the continent. Mirabar Sul's version of the Dwemer was seized upon in a surge of human racial nationalism that has not yet subsided. The Dwemer appear in these tales as creatures of fable and light fantasy, but in general they are just like us. They come across as a bit eccentric, perhaps, but certainly there is nothing fearsome or dangerous about them. Compare these to the Dwemer of early Redguard legend, a mysterious, powerful race capable of bending the very laws of nature to their will, vanished but perhaps not gone. Or the Dwemer portrayed in the most ancient Nord sagas, fearsome warriors tainted by blasphemous religious practices, who used their profane mechanisms to drive the Nords from Morrowind. Mirabar Sul's Dwemer were much more amenable to the spirit of the time, which saw humans as the pinnacle of creation and the other races as unenlightened barbarians or imperfect lesser versions of humans eager for tutelage. Ancient Tales falls firmly in the latter camp, which does much to explain its enduring hold on the popular imagination. Mirabar Sul's Dwemer are so much more comfortable, so much friendlier, so much more familiar than the real Dwemer, whose truly mysterious nature we are only beginning to understand. The public prefers the light, trivial version of this vanished race, and from what I have learned in my years of studying the Dwemer, I have some sympathy for that preference. As the following essays will show, the Dwemer were, to our modern eyes, a remarkably unlikable people in many ways. And now, Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim, by Lentulus Inventius, Order of the Horn. I had heard the same rumors as everyone else, that the province of Skyrim was awash in various forms of lycanthropy. I had studied werewolves for some time, and was keen to see if these rumors of werebears were actually substantiated. I elected to pursue these studies in the warmer summer months in deference to my fragile constitution. One quickly finds that common villagers are practically no use in this land, whereas in Cyrodiil, even the youngest child can tell you the true fauna that inhabits its environs. Here I find alleged wise men recounting tales of unicorns and flying horses directly aside their stories of werebears, so I don't put any stock in the rumors. They certainly have their traditions for warding off werebears, certain plants and ceremonies,
but nobody can attest to even having seen one firsthand, much less possess any sort of artifact. Everyone has a cousin or a friend who saw one once, but when pressed these stories fall apart. I don't wish to completely discount these stories, but I also must conclude that they may have spun out of some wild retelling of a particularly vicious but mundane bear. Legends can take a life of their own, particularly when there are grains of truth, as here we have the very real threat of werewolves. I worry that by spreading stories of a potentially false, or at least rare, beast, people may begin to discount the threat that real beasts pose. But if Skyrim's people choose to lead a backwards life, shrieking at shadows and clouds, I will not stop them. The werewolves of this land are a curious sort, at least the legends of them. Given the Nord flair for bravado, I had expected to see werewolf pelts lining walls in the cities, werewolf heads on pikes, that sort of gaudy show. Instead, few people in civilized society ever mentioned them, and my questions were usually met with nervous stares. Thinking that perhaps the common folk were simply more cowardly than I had been led to believe by my Nordic acquaintances in Cyrodiil, I sought out those known for actual bravery. The supposedly fearless warrior band of Whiterun, the Companions, lost all color when I broached the subject, and asked me to leave. I had thought better of them, and was disappointed at how quickly brave men and women can be intimidated by stories. Pressing into the wilderness, away from any sort of settlement, I would often find hunters willing to recount stories of their kills. It was finally through one of them, a certain Karsten Hammerback, that I heard my first, and unfortunately only, verifiable stories of werewolves in the province, accompanied by pelts and claws to prove the killing. Just as I was thrilling to finding some actual evidence of the local beasts, he got a wild, conspiratorial look in his eyes and began spinning tales of some band of werewolf hunters and their exploits in hunting down the creatures. I left him to mop his drool and continued my journeys. In the end, I regret that my trip to Skyrim did not prove more productive. If it is indeed true that their breeds of lycanthropes are distinct from and more powerful than our local ones, they could prove to be powerful allies in our conflict against the influx of werevultures in Valenwood. If they have grown as great and terrible as my friend Galen asserts, they could soon threaten the interior of Tamriel. When the summer next crests, I plan to travel there for a better accounting of the winged Cretans, so that I may make more fitting report to the council.